Hello, hello. What's up, Noah? What to do, what to do. It's been a few games today. Maybe some of them are interesting. Hey, what's up now? What's up, Grunty? Climb the ladder. You talking to me or are you talking to yourself? Alright, sir, what's up? Thomas. Oh, the bloom. Had bloom on to take a screenshot for a video. It's blinding. Been watching for so poorly. Alright, so Thomas has just spoiled the game. Oh, I should ban him for spoiling ladder games. How dare he? Not this game. Alright. Substorm. One of them Eurocrashed. Alright. Let me see. So you played Roanoke and Open Palms as well. I'm guessing it was Palms then. Seems like a fair guess that it would be Palms. It's not really your strongest map. Spaceman. Hey, he's doing. Hey, I saw Spaceman do this before, where he just sends all 3 labs to the top. So, yeah, I didn't like it before, and I still don't like it. Didn't work last time. Somehow, yeah, it just doesn't make much sense to me, you know. It's such a long route. It's like you walk the whole way to the corner of the map and then across. And then no lab to here, or like you could, with this many labs, you could run here. You could already be here, right? And have 3 labs and run through here. Then you could attack here, and he could attack both these engines through the base. I mean, yeah, oh, the ACU might catch you. I mean, it's not very likely that the ACU is gonna catch this. And you have a scout, so you know, you can figure it out. Is Thomas spending his reclaim? He is. Well, you see, he hasn't touched this reclaim yet. So he's only spending this stuff. And he actually delays this stuff because this can get labbed. So he can basically delay his tanks more if he doesn't take this reclaim. Because this engineer is obviously much safer and still gets quite a decent bit of reclaim. Spaceman's good. Don't know why people think it's embarrassing to lose to him. Yeah, I mean, it's just because there's a lag in how people perceive players once they improve. And also his style people make fun of because he tended to just, hey, he just spams pillars all the time. But really it's just memes. If people think it's serious that he's not good, then that's dumb, obviously. I mean, in Thomas's case, he probably, well, as he says, he's fine with the loss, so props for that. Spaceman built a factory here. Interesting. I would rather have this factory first, I guess, but, you know. 2 air scouts, that's the TA for life wave, by the way. 2 air scouts first out of the air factory, that's some ancient TA for life stuff. And yeah, these labs, you know, they've done some damage. Oh, they don't get bombed. No drop there. So they did kill a tank, a scout, stuff, you know. This tank will kill them if the bomber doesn't. No, the bomber did drop. And gets both of them. And the scout is killed at the same time. What's up, Nicholas? Spaceman is epic. Nicest of the bosses of FAF. Yeah, I played Spaceman a lot. Back in like 2015, 16. It's a lot of P-gens. It is quite a few P-gens. Too many. For sure. He doesn't have the Hydras, so that's... Yeah, it's not great. He's... This map is quite... I don't know. Maps... This kind of map is just... I don't really... The layout of it ends up kind of working, but I don't really like the gameplay on this map because of how the reclaim works. How it's very densely packed into specific places. The terrain is... I don't know. I just don't feel great about this map. It's hard to put into words. I think reclaim is certainly one issue. But it's still, I mean, it works out okay. It's okay, I guess. Thomas has tanks literally in every 10 square foot of the map, it seems. Just perfectly spread across the map. Dense reclaim is good. Well, I agree with that, but the positioning of the dense reclaim leads to kind of weird builds, I guess, and I don't know, like this patch. I don't like this patch at all. Will be one thing. The positioning of it on this massive plateau, I don't know, it's strange. It's just strange to play. But it's okay. I think the real problem with Niflheim is that it's played so much. Like, how does this map get the most play? It's like, you know, that's really the issue I have with it, I guess. No T2 land. Just yet. It will be quite soon for T2 land, I guess. Spaceman's case, it might not, but he also does not have T2 land. Yeah, so Thomas using his ACU in a way that I can appreciate, walking into this position with where the Hydro and 2 Mexes are. But nothing going on at the bottom side. There's a PD up now in this position. That's pretty common for people to aim to defend that place, where the 3 mechs are close together, and not aim to get a PD all the way over here. It's tough to get one over here. Spaceman with the old patrol order. And very slow attempt at expansion. This reclaim patch is quite important, but people don't seem to give a crap about it. Thomas needs some Zooies if he's gonna kill this expansion. I mean, he already has enough tanks, he just doesn't have a single Zooie to deal with PD at this point. All of his Zooies are over here with the commander, actually. And his commander looks a little bit exposed. The tanks are a bit far away from my liking, because that's, you know, 30 tanks there. That's a dangerous number of tanks to be up against an ACU, but now the tanks are here. The formation is actually really poor from Spaceman, so this is going to be good for Thomas, as long as he doesn't get pushed all the way back. He has more reinforcements, but not a huge amount, to be honest. And that's an accidental assist order onto an air scout. I hate that stuff. That's always frustrating. Spaceman is dropping 6 tanks right into the ACU, which is, you know, it's an approach. What's up, Kepter? Tom's still with no Zooies here. Does he know what's ahead of him? Well, he sees on radar that there's a PD, most likely a PD. And where's he gonna drop? Drop here, I guess. Get the Hydro and reclaim. Spaceman's ACU is so far away from everything. It's like you can't do that really. And Spaceman's getting crushed at this point. PD is up, but there's like 6 Zooies at least, probably more. So the PD won't last long, but it will get a decent amount of damage done while it's alive. So it's actually still paid for itself. Nice tank. But yeah, Spaceman, like, he can't. Oh my god, he lost so much HP. He's down to 5,000 HP. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, he's obviously gonna die here. I mean, if Thomas just sent his tanks across to here, there's nothing Spaceman could do. I think he would just be trapped and die. So yeah, Thomas kind of crushing here now, focusing heavily on air. It's just always nice to do a little switch like that. He has a lot of factories and a lot of engineers, so just real full T1, but also now making a T2 mechs, can't really afford it. Stealing these mexes. Bombers will take out the PD before Zooies are sent here. Zooie could have done it a long time ago, but you know, bombers can do it now. Should be making more bombers, really. It looks like he has total air control. Yeah, Spaceman literally has 0 interceptors. Spaceman trying to make T2 land. Yeah, this is quite over. There's just no army, no positioning for Spaceman. And he's going to lose this position. And Thomas is about to finish the gun, so this is pretty convincing from Thomas. Good stuff. 0 into 2 transports indeed. And he's made some use of them. Yeah, gun commander, and there's nothing to be done here. I mean, just look at how many units there are. 6k in units. 2.3k in units. Gun comm, no comm at all. Yeah. Very much over. Million inties versus 2 transports. Not the best choice by either player there. Thanks for subscribing. What does that say? I'll check it online on the dashboard. Simple enough win for Thomas. It's just 2 lines. I don't know how to describe that. Also, I got an anonymous donation after I stopped streaming last night for €6.90, so thank you to that anonymous donator. Okay, let's see. Let's see their next game, which lasted a little bit longer. Roanoke Abyss. Great name for a map, to be honest. Quite like the name of Roanoke Abyss. Can't remember what Roanoke refers to though. I do remember looking it up at some point, but I don't remember what I found when I did that. So Thomas going first air. I wonder will he try and steal, well, not steal, but, well, maybe he'll try steal an island, but I'm wondering if he'll rush an interceptor very quickly, like Blinchik has done in some game that I vaguely recall on this map. He's not going to do that though. Just wants to have a quick scout. Maybe the inti will actually come from the second factory though, and the scout will just provide the intel required. We shall see. He's gone for 4 NGs and then an air scout, and then infinite NGs, and no mass extractors for the ACU. Only for the NGs. Bit of a power stall while making the air scout there. What's up, Baron? How's it going? Yes, it's quite distant. Can't really get close to your opponent unless you comm drop them, really. That would be against guidelines. Spaceman has his whole future planned out. Respect for this low air grid. Zlo would be proud. 10 P-gens, second air, 3 air scouts, 4 inties, a bomber, a scout, and then a transport. Now that is a queue I've not seen on this map before. Transport already done for Thomas. Has a day in the life of Jagged. It's pretty good. Pretty good these days. Bit of digging in the garden, bit of jamming, bit of streaming. Some attempted meditation. Sometimes. Yeah, so Spaceman with the inties doesn't, like, he made 3 scouts, but he's missed the most important thing, which is this transport, and then the second most important thing, I'm at +2, is that bomber who's killed the NG, and Thomas now stealing the stealing this island, and he has a second transport. Look at the Thomas is just beasting Spaceman right now. Digging in garden stream coming up. No, I don't think so. Bomber coming from Spaceman. Might get to 3,000 rating after 2 months of meditation. You never know. You never know. It's all prep for a fall invitational. Oh, why is this NG idle? And the 2 NGs were very close together there, so need Thomas to react and finish this factory. If he doesn't finish it, there's no chance that he will... Oh, dodges. Well, if he doesn't finish it, there's no chance he's going to keep this island for long. There's 6 engineers coming. Will this NG dodge again? No. The transport lands directly next to the unfinished factory. In gardening meditation. Could be something like that. And yeah, that factory's all the engineers get bombed. And now Thomas gone a bit slow with the transports. I think he needed a 3rd factory here probably to make NGs in the base. I think that's really what he needed, so he could make use of the engineers. But still, he's in a fine position because Spaceman is not yet dropping the left side, but he does have a nice air grid, although it's mainly idle. Astro Granger's cast while sitting in the garden when. That is quite a juxtaposition. So the garden is fucking... We have a fantastic garden, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have a. Well, the only camera I have is on my phone, I guess. Prepping for fall before summer. Oh, there's summer invitational and fall invitational, Mr. Swackle. Is that what you're confirming live on stream? I love how Spaceman still has the scout here, by the way. Still has, you know, it knows everything that's going on. And here comes another bomber. This transport will be killed. And the bomber, the same bomber that cleaned up everything here, will move and potentially... It's definitely going to start dropping before this factory is finished, by the looks of it. Although, okay, now there's 3 engineers. Is the 4th engineer building? Oh, he is as well, okay. So... Just as the bomber arrives. Time for an anti-air. Thomas obliges. Schedule is in the Lots Workshop thread. Okay, I'll go check that out actually. Did we have spring, summer and fall last year? Or was it just summer and fall? I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly. Right, I'll get the forums open to look and see what months we're talking about. This bomber with 7 kills now. What a beast. Just summer and fall in 22, right, yeah. I see. Oh. Yeah, Thomas with at least some nice naval production. Wow, huge mass stall. See, huge mass stall, and he's about to lose all of these inties anyway. Still without mexes and without the reclaim from this island. Only half the mex is taken. And trying to go T2 air, trying to make a mex, trying to make a ton of naval production still. But just no mass for this. Now the T2 air is finished though. He does have some mass, but the problem is he's probably going to try and build a T2 pigeon immediately. And then... only got 9 kills. 567 mass killed. That bomber is a god. Killed the NG and the mexer. But yeah, once he starts making the T2 pigeon then, which he doesn't really need yet, he will probably sell mass again. I don't know. Is road construction not a season there? No. Our roads are not worked on very often. How's that mast also intermittent? Well, there's some reclaim, and also he just finished the it was basically reclaim. So he's at like minus 50, and then it's like, oh well, bit of reclaim comes in. You know, that's all. Dead mechs. 3v1. Oh, there's a dead Aeon frigate sinking to the bottom of the ocean. Spaceman with some tanks to defend here. Some Aurora maintaining map control. Thomas with superior control of the small islands. Nothing in here. That's a dead mechs to a bomber, I assume. I did see a bomber lurking around here earlier on in the game. There's a dead NG as well. Very nice kill there. Need to fill these gaps in with a transport. It's a bad Admiral snack part. And Thomas continues with the big frig spam. But really, yeah, he can't afford what he's trying to do here. Building quite a few Aurora on this island as well is slightly questionable. Yeah, I mean, not sure. You would just need to slow down the factory production of the naval factory production. Win air. What are the best things about AM frigates that make it worth its cost? Well, it's considered the worst frigate. Ergo, it's not worth its cost. It does have additional range compared to other frigates. That's pretty much what it has. So you can see there, range 10 to 32. Oh no, it's anti-torpedo. Oh yeah, it has torp defense as well. It has 31 range on its weapon. And the other frigates have 28, so it has 3 more range. Do you prefer mass frigates or moving more quickly to T2 Navy, and doesn't matter which faction you are? I prefer mass frigates and not rushing T2 Navy. I don't like rushing T2 Navy on this map. I think frigates can do a lot, and if you rush T2 Navy, you open yourself up to getting roasted by air. I think I'm going to stream some average Joe level games. Cool. What's your Twitch name or YouTube name if you stream on? Well, I guess if you stream on YouTube, I already know your YouTube name. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I prefer frig spam. I mean, maybe with Aeon, you could say that you might want to move to T2 Navy a bit sooner because you can make subs and destroyers, and the Aeon frig is not very good. Cool. So you're streaming on YouTube then? Yo, does Blackheart come back at some point? Well, you can just go to the Discord and he's always there. In terms of playing, he only really comes back for the end of your tournament, pretty much. Yeah, so Gunship's doing some raiding. Gunships are quite nice on this map. You can kill some of these exposed mass extractors. At this point, Thomas kind of has every advantage. Oh, Janice on Roanoke. Yeah, Thomas kind of has every advantage now. He's simply ahead in all aspects. He's got what's that? 15 T1 Navy units versus 21, and there's a T2 sub out. One of the reasons to go for T2 Navy as Aeon and also Cybern is the T2 sub, because T2 sub is the best thing you can make against frigates. The problem is, of course, them getting torpedoed, but they're still quite good. Math student checks out. Yeah, I don't know if he's still a student or not. But yeah, he was doing maths, I think, wasn't he? Why does nearly nobody build Tech 1 subs when frigates can't defend against it? Because it takes them quite a while to pay for themselves by doing their damage. So a T2 sub, you know, it doesn't take long for it to do enough damage to like be worth it, especially when it's fighting T1 subs. But A T1 sub can be kind of attacking for a long time. And holy shit, that's a lot of Janus. But oh my god, look at that. Yeah, T1 subs, they're just expensive. They die in a single pass to T2 torps, and you will see T2 torps, and their DPS is not really very high. Nice bit of reclaim for Spaceman now, and obviously an incredible wealth of Janus. And yeah, on this map, you know, frigates can kill a lot of mexes, and submarines can't unless you know, try and use their sub gun for specific factions. Or their deck gun, sorry. So yeah, they're just not overall a great choice on this map. It is beautiful, I agree. Thomas should notice and make flak. Well, that's a lot of flak in this base. Oh, Jesus. I mean, this number Janus will easily kill these few units here. Like, this is... It's not even going to be close. They have nice alpha damage as well. Like, they front load the damage on the Janus. So, that's another reason they're good anti-air. There's a destroyer. Aeon Navy, their frigate and destroyer has no anti-air, unlike any other faction. I mean, Seraphim have no anti-air on their... Oh god. On their destroyer, but they have decent anti-air on their... Oh no. On their frigate. Good lord. Let's examine. Oh, there's yet more Janus. I think most of the damage that one did was with its crash. Should have spread them smile. Oh, 2,000 mass killed apiece plus for these 3 static flaks under a shield. This static flak with 500, 1,300. This one was fresh, only 63. Yeah. Decent cinematography there, if I do say so myself. Thomas decides to, you know, put that Janus mass into some economy. And Spaceman wonders what life is all about as he makes yet more Janus. Still hasn't got some of the reclaim on his island. There's quite a bit of reclaim. Are those submarines? Excessive. So this is the advantage of T2 Navy. It can shoot everything on every island. This is the thing. Why not kill all islands except main one with Janus? Well, yeah, I mean, he should have scouted and seen that there was static flak and known that he can't do anything. And maybe he could kill this island. This was only T1 mexes at the moment. Airfight. That doesn't look good for the Janus. Or does it? But he's losing some Janus. Oh, cruiser arrives. At a very nice moment. It was looking a bit dodgy for the air there until the cruiser arrived. Now the frigates move in. There's 2 cruisers, in fact. And the cruisers are gonna die to the frigates. They're not being microed away. Perhaps he could have killed both islands here with those Janus. Actually, thinking about it, it seems kind of likely that he could have, but Thomas, I mean, he just went straight for the exact place where he would lose everything almost for free. So, yeah, he fucked up. No two ways about it. Picked the worst place to attack. Space has a better KD than Thomas. What? What the fuck? Yeah, that's insane. How the hell does that happen? Well, killing the 2 cruisers probably just helped. Due to early T1 bombers. No, I don't think that bomber would make too much difference to the whole KD at 21 minutes in. Frigate's doing well. Yeah, these frigates are just gonna die really. But he can do a decent bit of damage to the engineers and stuff. But Thomas has so much mass now. Where's this destroyer gone, by the way? Oh, there it is. And there's a random cruiser here. That's not great to have a cruiser there. So all the NGs are dying. Still a lot of frigs here. They just have so much HP, it's hard to get through it. But yeah, the HQ is never in danger here. Bit of raiding still from Thomas. And loads of Janus. The longer he waits, there's more anti-air there is. So this island has 46 anti-air. As long as they don't all die immediately to the Janus, which, you know, might be possible, then he should be fine. The Janus are moving in to the main base again. Static Flak has quite decent range. Decent enough to hit all of those Janus as they try and snipe the T2 HQ. Oh my god. Well, the HQ is dead. Fortunately, many of the Janus are dead or low HP now, and they begin dropping out of the sky. I know they're flying towards the flak now. Oh god. It's a massacre. Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. King can't be fooled again. Well, that was dumb. Fully vetted flak, by the way. You hate to see it. Thomas on 5,600 HP and has double gun. What? What? Excuse me? What the fuck? And yeah, now begins T2 Naval HQ once again. And a little bit of a proxy on this island now. Okay, interesting. A lot of stuff happening. And torpedoes moving in, but there's now no Janus to provide air support. And damn, well, yeah, they're also going to fly into the flak. Spaceman calls GG at this point. I hope someone got the fool me twice reference. Just one person, surely. Weird game. Very strange. Thomas won. He didn't make it look pretty though. So there's one more game from some burger politician quote, if I recall correctly. Yes, not just some burger politician, however. Not just any. But a president. Yes, burger. That's what we call Americans around here. Burgers. Yes, yes, the great. What a great individual. Good for memes. Also a war criminal, so, you know. You weigh up the pros and cons. Alright. So, Spaceman. UEF. Does he only play UEF still? I feel like I've seen him play Seraphim at some point, but maybe I imagined it. Also, I haven't seen this build before. Let's see how effective it is. All people called the great are war criminals. Yeah, it's probably, it might be true, yeah. Let's see if Thomas's build works as well. I'm questioning, I mean, this is quite strange, but it does prioritize mexes in a way that attracts me. You know? Look at this, he's gonna have 2 mexes way longer than Thomas is gonna have those 2 mexes. So that's a plus, I'm down for that. And now he's gonna gather 4 engineers together and get rid of all those resources pretty quickly, so... Okay. Yeah, I probably imagine it's Wackle. Second and third land from Thomas, so that's a questionable decision. Quite questionable, I would say. Spaceman is also going second air and is making a bomber with assistance from 3 engineers. It's kind of weird. He's and he's really foregoing a lot of units, like very heavy on engineers in the opening, just so that he can assist the air factory, basically. Questionable. But it's my job to question everything. And now he flies the bomber towards the side to try and hide it, but little does he know he's flying directly into where the 2 Selines are. There's no radar on this side, no radar in the middle, no units on the other side. He's literally found the exact position where the scout is. And the second scout is not far away either. But because Thomas has no air, just yet, he's still totally vulnerable and loses an engineer. Now begins the dodging. These are very tight turns. You gotta be careful about those. It does work though. And an anti-air moves out across the way to try and kill that scout. There's also an inti out now. So the bomber is under severe threat. The NG's still dodging, as it he doesn't know where the bomber is. Look at how much Thomas is dodging. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, there goes his inti. Nearly killed his NG, by the way. That would have been fucking epic. That's a dead NG. That is a serious APM tax indeed. And Spaceman abandons building this factory, probably because he had no mass at the time. But now, yeah, he's so many engineers. I love how many engineers he has in the base. I don't love how few engineers are expanding. Maybe, yeah. with this many engineers, I would just rush T2 land, actually. As I actually have enough engineers in the base now to rush T2 land, I'd say. And fuck it, if we get raided, yeah, fine, whatever. That would be nice. If he just rushed T2 land. Spammed pillars. Like he ought to. Like he's known for. So the bomber, there's a bomber on either side of the map. One has 2 kills, the other has 1, and the air is completely dominant. Thomas keeps losing single inties to the Air Force, which means he has literally no chance of winning air by doing that. Obviously. What is there to raid? Yeah, well, you mean for space? I mean, yeah, well, there's this, and there's not this, I guess. Where's the NG? There was no NG ever sent to this side, so yeah, sure. Thomas ready to stop this, but there's nothing here either. He's going to the back, there's nothing there either. So, yeah, fair point. This is the classic, if I don't build mexes, he can't raid mexes, you know. It's like, well, it's a failed investment for him, obviously, to make tanks to raid me if I have nothing. It's an approach. Not one I endorse, but it's an approach that Spaceman has adopted. What's up, Carrion? Welcome to the stream. So yeah, Spaceman is totally dominant. He has lost this base though, and he's gonna lose these as well. But he's building up enough units shortly to be able to kill the ACU, and considering he has total air control, I feel like T1 bombers and all of these tanks here are going to kill Thomas. Oh my god, this mech marine is from the beginning of the game. It finally got a kill there. Has 81 mass killed as well. And yeah, there's like, this doesn't look good. One of the bombers goes down, the other one drops to low HP but is not killed. And all of the intis are dead now, and there's no anti-air, and there are no units coming this way. Hello? Any units going? Well, Thomas literally has no expansions anywhere either, so this is insanely brutal. Yeah, T1 bomber snipe. It wouldn't be the first time it's happened on open PAMs. I believe I T1 bomber sniped Bully a long time ago on this map. I have T1 bomber sniped other people. It's legit. This is revenge for all those Janice in the last game. I was the bomber pilot that game. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, Thomas did get quite brutally crushed there. That was... yeah, Fort Air. Careful, guys. Careful with Fort Air. Is it a snipe if it takes 3 minutes? I mean, he only started getting bombed like when he was here and he walked basically to here. It doesn't take 3 minutes to get to there. And yeah, is it really a T1 bomber snipe? It's questionable because of all the tanks, I would say. It's an assist on the kill, I'd say, for the bombers rather than a full snipe. Check out your ladder map. Sure. Is it actually on ladder, or are you just trying to get it on ladder? Desolate Dunes. Sounds like a roller coaster tycoon map. Let's see, Desolate Dunes. Maps. Desolate Dunes. An ancient map near the land of Kataris. This area hasn't been touched in decades. Remnants remain of the Aeon versus the Cybran, but not much is known about what happened. Aeon seems to have occupied the area. Those Aeon scum. Frickin' remnants remain. Great, that's a good phrase. Alright. Let's see. What have we got? Okay, I would. Oh, yeah. Let's. Well, I joined the pro clan. Well, when I become a pro player, I guess. That will be the moment and the time. When will you leave pro clan, Robogear? Okay, what have we got? So, it's ladder. It looks like we got 4 bases. You should add more spawns to this map. I'm pretty sure there's only 2 spawns here. I would add more spawns and let people try it in. Like, I guess this would be the other spawn here. You can have a 2v2 map, for sure. Spawn here and here. You can't, couldn't really spawn here or here, I think. I mean, here you don't really have any mexes ahead of you, except quite far away. Okay, what do we have? There's a blaze, okay. Remnants remain. Here's the Aeon Scum. What's going on up there? Interesting rocks. Oh, it's down there. Okay, that's a cavity. Bit of reclaim. I just want to put a mex up there. Well, I don't know. I guess it's fine with a decent bit of reclaim. The salt. Where's the salt? Yeah, that's the Theta Passage. Cool. I wonder. I guess you can reclaim those with an NG. Oh, the 0 lag when you play in sandbox. Yeah, you can grab all this reclaim without dropping. That's good. Bit of a corner up here. What is there to do with the ACU? Looks almost the same as another map. Not sure what map you're talking about, to be honest. So, more of these big ass rocks. Impressive boulders. Solaria. A few pyramids. Probably to scale. Not bad. It seems quite good. I mean, I won't comment on aesthetics because I'm not an aesthetics guy, but overall, I mean, it seems like quite reasonable. I'm not sure how interesting it would be. It's quite open. It's definitely quite an open map. Terrain seems quite reasonable. You know, it's not like perfectly flat like Open Palms, but well, actually, it's pretty close, isn't it? Bit of a civ base. I don't know, not much to say now. It's quite reasonable, quite chill, and suppose this expansion. Yeah, I mean, even this expansion is a decent bit closer to you than your opponent, so that's not under huge threat. I mean, I guess this is going to be the weakest point. 3 mexes on Hydro here. This is going to be a weak point. 4 mexes in the middle is nice to fight for. Loads of reclaim. 21,000. Yeah, that's, you know, that's on the higher end for sure. Plus the civs is another couple thousand maybe. Reclaim a bit excessive. Could be. I mean, on the plateaus, for example, there's 1,500 on screen there. Big boost from the plateaus. But, yeah, and this is a big patch. But, like, yeah, I mean, it's not a crazy amount, to be honest. Yeah, so I don't really have too much wrong to say with this. It looks like a reasonable layout to come up with. Oh, mobile shield, nice. Looks like a reasonable layout to come up with, and I'm pretty sure that this will get on ladder, and we'll see stuff. We'll see what happens with it. There is quite a lot. It's quite heavy on mass. Huge rocks are yeah. I get you. Yeah, they don't have any mass value attached to them. Yeah, at some point a while ago, I worked on with. Well, Svenny did most of the work, and I just sort of looked over it for him on reclaim values for all the props, just adjusting them and removing the mass value from props like this, which aren't reclaimable. Like this one, there used to be a 150 mass symbol for this passage, this bridge, but you could never reclaim it anyway. So, lots of hydros. Yeah, what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hydros. Yeah, that's quite a lot. I expect there's gonna be plenty of T2 spamming, but I think the ACUs won't be overly powerful, so it seems like an interesting map where you're definitely going to get to T2, I think. And there's so much mass, there's going to be a lot of spamming, and I think it's good. Yeah, pyramids look cool. Yeah, aesthetically, map looks fine to me. Looks good. So nice job on that, and I'd say we'll see some ladder games on it before too long. Could be a very good one. We'll see. I have to see how it plays. Maybe you can get it into a tournament. Butter up Swackle. You know. Reclaim on the far edge of the map is going to get shoulder drawn. You might be right. Hopefully you're right. Thomas versus Jagged custom 1v1 on that map. What is that emote? Yeah, I'm down to play if Thomas wants to. I don't know if he does though. Let's say let's host the map. And fix the settings. So are these pyramids from an ancient civilization? Some kid in an ACU. Insomniac. Good luck, he says. You can give it a go if you want, Hertzer. See what happens. Don't know how good you are in 1v1. You're probably pretty good, I'd say. Oh, Thomas is here. You missed your chance. Sorry. I'm not gonna allow observers. Sorry, Insomniac. Desert trees are worth a decent amount of energy. Yeah, I think another spawn at least would be good. Like this is definitely fine already for a spawn, I'd say. It might need a bit of bouncing, but sure, everything does. What's up, calm? Cheat engine works? What do you mean, Joshua? Not sure what you're talking about. So, what do we do? Where's the reclaim that we need? Well, we should probably head to there pretty quickly. And obviously this stuff is absolutely necessary. I probably should have sent the first engineer there. Maybe I should walk the AC to the hydro, although that's questionable. Now I only have one engine on the... I'm gonna go to there, I think. Decent bit of rock clicking, I think, in the opening on this map, unfortunately. Not sure how interested I am in doing that. Guess we'll make a factory there. Why not? Build that hydro. Get this lab somewhere useful, I guess. Not sure where exactly though. Scout ahead of our lab. Go for PD first because this is the furthest and most exposed expansion. And yeah, he has a tank. Thomas, are you listening? Or do you just know how I think? Oops. Oh my god, a second bomber. Has he made 2 bombers already? That's not okay. Oh no. Fuck me. Fuck's sake. I can't believe it. That's garbage. Let's replace the NGs. This Hydra's pretty slow because this engineer's in the wrong place. Oh, for fuck's sake. We lost both engineers here now. Full disaster. Apparently we queued up 5 bombers instead of 1. I think we lost already. Oh. This kind of shit just feels abusive. Feels like doing the kind of thing that would work first time on a map. That's what it feels like. Not really a fan. Oh, that's a problem. Maybe I just misplaced it though. Seems like I did. So much power. And so way too many engineers. And no units. We're kind of fucked. Yeah, we have a blaze. T2 land. Oh my god, what is this rally point? That's a load of pigeons. It's a totally dead fucking... Oh, fuck off. Bit of a mess, and the fact that he is, you know, T2 Mexes is not good. And the fact that we lost our expansion, we just can't hold on to our expansions. Now we're gonna have to deal with T2 land. What the fuck just happened? See if TML in the middle, like. I've literally no inties. Yeah, he's TML. Well, whatever. Like, he killed all the build powers. It's all next to the fucking P-gen. Okay, TML is dead. ACU is totally alone. Can't do anything. There's so much reclaim to find on this map. Yeah, I'm dead. Just gotta abuse. Fucking. He's making PDs. That's so lame. Don't make PDs, you fuck. Or is he making PDs? Hopefully not. Close one. Don't know, it's hard to say after just playing one game, really. Problem with the first game on a map is you have no routine whatsoever. This is the issue. So I think what Thomas did is pretty good to do on the first time on a map, which is just cause a bit of chaos, like making 2 bombers. And then the bombers actually did dumb amounts of damage. But the reclaim, I do kind of agree on that. It's like you have to find this patch, and then you have to find this patch over here, and you have to find this patch, and you have to find this patch, and you have to drop this patch. Then you have to find this patch. And this, and this, and this, and it's like... If you just grouped it a bit more, and it wasn't like now I have to click on the big rocks over here and I'll get an advantage, and then I click on the big rocks here and I get an advantage, and I click on this pile, this pile, this pile, this pile. You know, just like bring some of the reclaim more together. Like this is good. Like you can see, like if you see this, like it's very clear. It's close enough that it's in use your opening build. It's quite a lot of reclaim, But then it's like, okay, well now there's things are happening. I'm attacking that position. He's defending that position. There's like a clear. It has a clear, like, purpose and gameplay in the opening to it. If I go for that, I need to defend that. It's a place where you could attack and stuff. Whereas like a lot of it is like, oh, I'm 6 minutes, 7 minutes into the game, and then I have to find this pile of rocks or whatever. Find all these million different places to reclaim, you know what I mean? How viable is bombing reclaim? I wouldn't say it's very viable, no. Then Thomas made 2 bombers in the opening, which is quite annoying. He had way faster expansion. I think my build was poor. This bomber really fucked up my whole game, to be honest. And it annoyed me. But yeah, it seems like Thomas has more engineers expanding. Well, I have quite a few here, but yeah, this bomber is fucking absolutely disgusting. Like, how is this possible? Bad micros, how? But I think after that that fucked me up, and then the rest of the game was painful. But yeah, like at this point he already has 14 tanks to 7 tanks. My eco is absolute ass because I lost engineers and P-gens in the opening and had to rebuild the mechs. So yeah, I was kind of like, at this point I'm already such a rough spot. It's quite sad. So based. Looks very reactive. Is that how you play this game? Well, no, this is like a brand new map that's never been played before, to my knowledge. So, well, I've never played it. So, and I'm kind of behind for most of the game, so that's why it looks very reactive. If I was in a map I know, in a more comfortable position, it would look less chaotic and less reactive, I think. But in this case, I am reacting because I'm on the back foot for most of the game. But the game can be quite reactive. So yeah, I did get some nice bombs over here, a bit of raiding, but that would have mattered if wasn't already in a terrible position. From SC, you mean StarCraft? 2, I assume. It's a very different kind of game. Yeah, I mean, the way back for me really is like maybe grabbing these plateaus. I should have grabbed this plateau and this plateau. The transport was kind of the play to try and get back into it, but yeah. Oh, you mean Brood War? I mean, I had transport and I'm just not dropping the size. Quite poor. Here's where I got the blaze, by the way, Thomas. It's pretty cool. I wonder, do I kill the Hydro with this blaze? We lost air. No PD here, no vision. Yeah, I really played poorly in this game. Fucking very, very poor. In terms of units, what's that, 6k? Yeah, much smaller army. Smaller air force. Similar mass, but it's not much good to you if you have trades this bad. Jesus, look at the trades. Well, that's enough of that. What's the KD? Yeah, it's brutal, like 1.8. And then the TML. Oh, TMD is a shocker. Overall, this is about the worst game you'll see either of us play on this map, I'd say. Given it's the first one. Yeah, Thomas did capture the asylum. Where is it again? Oh, here. Yeah, that was pretty nice for him. Yeah, if we could have won air. Wait, somehow I have more mass now. The fuck? I barely have more reclaim, but I have more mass. I don't understand that, Thomas. So maybe there was a way back here, but just terrible trades, and I think mainly it was air was the problem. Suicided it a bit. Pretty good map. I think you're right. I think if the reclaim was a bit more, if it was reduced from like being in 50 places to like 20 places, that would be nice. But overall, I think it is a good map. I think you're right. But yeah, be careful listening to us. Don't change it too much, you know. Better to maybe well, change it a little bit, but you know, it's pretty much solid. Get it on ladder, see what happens with the games. Maybe then you'll get better feedback then, hopefully. Yeah, yeah, I agree. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to do, and there's a lot of places that could be attacked. Especially that further expansion is quite weak, and even that further expansion has a slightly further one that's even weaker. So, and yeah, the plateaus are not overly, you know, there's not too many plateaus to be dropping all over the place, but the ones that are there are nice. I think it's good. Maybe, yeah, it seems like a lot of the stuff happens on the outskirts of the map, which is fine. I don't think there's really a problem with that. Alright, what do we do now? Well, no one's been playing ladder since we started streaming. Not many games today. Actually, we watched all the games that were playing on ladder today from 2K Plus. Anyone got a epic game they want to throw on the stream? There were lots of other games. I didn't see any. Oh, they're all below 2k. Okay. That's what happened then. Have to adjust the parameters here. Down to 1900. What year is it that I have to search down to 1900? Jesus, guys. Oh my god, Zlo. What's happened to him? He just lost all of his rating. Not that any of them were good. Let's see. Alright, let's watch some of the Rex games, because he seems like a decent player who might get a lot better. Doesn't that just mean that the top is more even? I have no idea what it means. I don't know who's low lost his points to. Swackle is still around the same where he was, around 2000, so not much change there. Yeah, Spaceman stole points, I guess. Earned points, I prefer to say, I'd say. Alright, let's see. UEF. The Wreck not enjoying 5x5s, okay. Time for the old guard to step down. Yeah, well, more like have to be forcibly removed. Yeah, Space has played forever. Like as long as me, I think, or longer. Which at this point is pretty long time. Oh, Grunty won. You beat Zlo on Emerald Crater. That is actually quite a feat. That's a good map for him. I played some epic Emerald Crater there against him on this yeah, I played some epic game against him on Emerald Crater. It was like an hour long, and I think he nuked me in the end. So Swackle steals the reclaim and then loses the engineer. Doesn't really matter. I mean, he left some of the reclaim behind, but still, that's fine. Mech Marine gonna find a kill. It should have been known that this Mech Marine is here because it killed the scout. So a bit sloppy to allow that to do damage. Zlo let his kid play. Yeah, his kid would nearly be playing now at this stage, I'd say. I don't know what age he is exactly, but Highlander deserves to be 3k with the amount he's played. Yeah, true. Coca, yeah. Now you're talking. So Swackle, what's he got? 3 factories already. Well, only 3 factories so far. How do I search for? Well, I have secret techniques. Secret techniques. Yeah, so the Wreck doesn't really get the map. He's not taking this mass. He's not taking this mass. And that means he's just behind on factories because he can't afford to build them. And Swackle is going to win as a result. He didn't even take this mass or this mass, but he did run and get the mid mass, which is why he's ahead about 400 mass. Don't know why there's still a lab alive there, but it's dead now. Very important reclaim here from these civs. Engineer getting wrecked by a wall. Looks like a good raid for Swackle as well. Engineer gonna go down. Bam. Dead. He's not gonna win this fight though. He's low HP on his tanks and the Wreck with some miss micro. And then Swackle with some miss micro. Gonna lose this tank for no reason. PD doesn't kill. No, it's all neutral civs. Very lazy gameplay. Yeah, it looks fairly lazy. I mean, you got 1,000 mass in the bank. At least you have the Hydro. What do you mean lazy gameplay? You're not taking this opponent seriously, huh? Is that what's going on? I love how you didn't bother building that with adjacency. That's just... That is lazy. But yeah, looks good for Swackle. Not insanely good, but good nonetheless. The wreck is still in his base with the commander. That's extremely poor. There's no way that your ACU should be building all of these factories and not be out in the map. Like, that's... Pff. Come on. What are you doing? Gotta get that yeah, now he's like, maybe the 7th fac was too many. Or the 8th, because there's... He's building multiple bombers up. That's... not sure about that. Oh. Bomber tries to defend against the raid for Swackle. He's got his own bomb. He's got 2 bombers. Both of them just making bombers only. He's going after the hydrocarbon. He's actually ground fired because he hadn't scouted, so he just ground fires the position where the hydro is. And he will kill it in 2 passes only, which is pretty amazing. Why is that air factory not adjacent? Good question. This bomber has lost its order. And the hydro is alive. Oh my god. And by the way, there's 3 bombers over his base. Killed engineers and 5 PGens now as well. No PGens left except the hydrocarbon. And Swackle's hydro did not die. Swackle looks like he's in a dangerous position, but he can't just walk out through here, and the tanks can't go across this. It's water. So, okay, now he's just walking directly into the center of all of the Wreck's army. So that's a bit much. And the Wreck retreats. No. No. Oh my god. Imagine an AC walks into the center of your army and you retreat. I don't think he would kill him. But goddamn, he would take several thousand HP off him at least. And then you could, if you force him to run away, then you can send your ACU in this direction and cut him off. Like, that was the chance there. That was the moment. Because the reinforcements were back here, so there was a small possibility. Whereas in reality, he's doomed. Like, if that doesn't work, he's doomed anyway, because he has 30 tanks versus 56. Swackle has map control. Swackle still hasn't taken some of this reclaim. And Swackle's walking into the Rex base, which is very questionable. What are you doing? Well, I guess he can't die here. There's just not enough units. GG. If all 5x5s were removed from ladder, I'd be at least 2k. Reasons not to remove 65x5 size maps. Min-maxing. I would call it, you know, the fundamentals rather than min-maxing. Yes, clearly Swackle. Rip your base, the Wreck. The Wreck wants a new game. Let's see what he can do on the next map. It's yeah, let's watch it. There's 3 games here. that I can see. So let's watch them. See how the wreck gets on against the Burger Beast. Alright, 10 by 10. Yeah, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, hit like. And if you're really enjoying the streams, visit my Patreon page. Or my tips page. Otherwise, continue enjoying the content for free on YT. Next one is even lazier. Well, you see, sometimes it's hard to spot the lazy gameplay. It's more readily apparent from the POV. One thing I would say about min-maxing is tree groups. Tree groups are stupid. I think it's a bit too absolute of a statement, but they can be. They can be quite stupid on certain maps. In general, they can add stuff. I did carry on. I'm growing as a person, or diminishing. I don't know which. Growing in two directions. Love how the dislikes pop up as soon as you talk about likes. I can't even see dislikes from my dashboard, so they have no effect. How many dislikes do we have? We got some tree group fanboys. What's up, Geeb? And Yudi. Oh yeah, the VTuber thing. Isn't that like super expensive and you have to pay loads of your earnings if you're a VTuber to the whoever owns the software? Hey, at least you'd have some earnings. That's what you say. Alright, we're gonna start a civil war here over tree groups in the chat. Right, what's going on? Normal stuff. A PNG of a spiked toaster. That's not bad. Yeah, pretty much, Geeb. So the lab got scouted. It killed the scout that scouted it. And the tank is on standby. It's a little bit... Well, let's see. Let's see if the tank will catch it. It will be spotted once it gets in range of the mechs here. And it actually does run directly into the tank. Oof. Feels a bit weeb oriented. I think you're absolutely correct. It is weeb oriented. At least that's all I've seen with VTubers. Bomber arrives in the main base. 3 kills. Dead NGs. One of them doesn't even remain there. You thought the tank was an NG. Yeah, I was thinking that because the mech brain just squared up to the tank as though it was an NG there, but then it got shot in the face a couple times and realized its mistake. As the last shell rocketed towards its tiny body. Whoa. Engineer just morphed into the ground there temporarily. He grabbed the 2 big chunks of mass, so he knows the map anyway. 2 kills, but low damage in terms of mass on that tank there. So I'm not sure what it killed. It didn't kill the NG anyway. He also grabbed the big chunks of mass on this side here. Spring Commander's animated too. Kind of a weird place for a tank. Is it really? Well, I guess it's here very specifically is a bit unusual. Like you'd expect it to be right up the engineer's ass, but not strange to have a tank around here though. Also, why would the engineer be stationary here? You know, that's also very weird. More likely to be a tank if it's just a stationary object there. Am I ever at any place that is not weeb oriented? I mean, the vast majority of the time, I would say. Another dead NG. And another dead NG. Yep. Good kills. It's like saying Eve has sound. Hey, it does have sound. What do you mean? What are you talking about? It's more diverse than just weebs. Alright. I'm not an expert. Probably there aren't many experts. RoboDoc. Yeah, does that count as VTuber though? VTuber seems like quite specifically. Or VTuber seems like more specific than just an animated avatar. Is it like a specific technology? Or companies that license the software? Anyway. Had a Brackman cam. So, what's going on in this game? Bit of a drop here to these expansions. Nice. Watched him since like 2010. What the hell? I knew he had been doing it for ages because I watch Mr. Sark, and Sark said that Dr. Disrespect had been doing it for years. But like, it seems like nobody watched him that long ago. Or very few. He's not popular. Cyber and ACU cam. Yeah, I could be a bit more creative with the stream. T2 Land is up for the wreck in a good time, I would say, but he is behind one major expansion, and also, well, 2 major expansions actually. Needs a transport very, very badly, and well, he has one. Now he should bring this engineer back and drop here, but looks like he won't be able to keep that anyway because Swackle has army in the area that has access to this position, and a good PD from Swackle. Gets 6 kills for itself. Defends everything here with no units in support. Streams are less good because too many thanking subscribers. Yeah, that's true. That is like the worst part of a lot of streams, is of the big streams, is like, thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't really watch streams anymore though. Very rarely anyway. Most software is free to use with the character, but its animation is expensive if you want a proper one. Yeah, yeah. You can do one with Blender. Yeah, I suppose you could always make your own, but that would require some serious skill, I guess, to make something good looking. Demon Streamer does do that. He has some big demon head on him. Swackle with no T2 land? That doesn't seem good for him. But he does have a superior map position. Does he have gun? He does, yeah. He got the Hydra in middle, which is quite nice, quite early. And now he has gun, he's pushing forward. And the wreck has no upgrade. And he's actually not going to be able to escape towards his main base now. So he might just die. Or at least lose a lot of HP. If Swackle needs to make, you know, stay focused with his engine, with his units. Get them involved. They're kind of idle at the moment. Get a subcom team to pick and do a deep fake on it. Has Demon Streamer even streamed in a year or so? I'm sure he has, yeah. It hasn't been that long since I've seen him stream anyway. Maybe he did stop a while ago, but certainly within the year I've seen him stream. Max headroom. I only know about max headroom because something from the original System Shock was based on max headroom, I think. It might have been like the parts of the... I think... Well, is that what I'm remembering? Parts of the audio, the voice editing and stuff. Inspired by max headroom, I think. But yeah, original System Shock, by the way, absolute legendary game. System Shock 2 gets all the shine, but System Shock 1 is superb. Very old, but it's like 1993 or 4, but super good. The Wreck does not think it's his day. He's wasted some T2, valuable T2 units into the ACU there. And yeah, I mean, he's just totally trapped now. No escape. Can at least hide under the water for the moment. He needs to get deeper in so he doesn't get ground fired by artillery. Torp launcher being built. This expansion. Will this PD die? It is gonna die. Holy shit. Well, that's big. That's something. Oh, no, no, no. Don't get out of the water. Stay in the water for sure. T2 air? Nope. I mean, this... I'm kind of shocked that he lost so many mexes on this side. Like, all 5 of these mexes. Kind of shocked. I'm also shocked that he keeps getting out of the water. Well, he's shooting a PD... torp defense, I guess. But yeah, he's not really going to escape now. He needed to keep sending, like... all of his units to save the ACU. If he could have come this, if he wasn't out of position, he could have escaped back to his base, and then I think he's actually, it's possible because Swackle is playing not that great, really. Like, he's lost the sides of the map now. But the fact that he's trapped here means he has no chance. System Shock 1 remake seems pretty bad. Yeah, now there was... I have some idea of what happened with that, like, in terms of... they... Oh, he needs to kill the torp launcher. Don't attack the ACU. Kill the torp launcher. Yeah, good. Now you survive a little bit longer. Yeah, at first they're like, yeah, we're gonna reboot System Shock, and they just spend all the cash that they got trying to... coming up with just random new stuff. Like, it seemed like they just blew all their cash on dumb ideas on, like, that nobody was interested in. And then they're like, okay, we'll just remake the game then, which is what everyone wanted them to do anyway. And now I don't know, I stopped following it a while ago. It's like, oh, what? It seemed like they just had bad ideas and then wasted all their cash on them. And they're like, hey, we'll go back to the original idea that people wanted. Well, nobody has faith in you anymore, and they probably are right as well. Also, I think they were changing the soundtrack, which is amazing. Do a Let's Play of Bioshock. I haven't actually played Bioshock, but not really that interested in either, to be honest. Hey guys, remember when Bioshock Infinite was the greatest game ever made? Me neither. But people tried to convince you of that. Fucking games journalism. There's a free public demo, and full game is allegedly coming out in a couple months. Alright. Yeah, I imagine it is going to be pretty bad, to be honest. Any thoughts on Age 4? I haven't seen the thing. The trailer and stuff, but apparently I've seen that it's just quite like... Oh, what's up, Mark? It's like Age 3, so... I mean, I played Age 3 back in the day, and it's not a great game, it's fine. But, yeah, I don't really have any thoughts beyond that, because I haven't seen what's coming out about it, to be honest. What's up, Rowan? I'm probably not going to watch it today. Game journalists suck at their job. What's up, Dro? A sentence. Go away with the sentence. All journalists suck. Vast majority. AoE's gonna end up the same way Settlers did. Ooh. That's brutal. Oh, message retracted. Too late, I already said it. What I've played some Settlers game. Probably not the good one. I haven't played the good ones though. Bioshit. If you want a good RPG, play isometric RPGs like Icewind Dale and Baldur's Gate. Yeah, Icewind Dale is very good. Baldur's Gate 1 is bleh. Baldur's Gate 2 I've played many times. It's just a machine of it's just a massive amount of content in that game. It is a lot of fun. RPGs that I've played that are amazing would be Fallout 1 is truly amazing. Obviously Fallout 2 is great as well, but Fallout 1 is like one of the best games I've ever played. System Shock 1 is not really an RPG, but it's great. Arcanum is a mess, but it's great. Absolutely great. Journalists suck because it's so hard to find impartial journalism. Well, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even say impartial. I would say, because I don't know, and there's no such thing as being impartial, really. Everyone has some kind of, you know, everyone's got a worldview, basically. You can't be unbiased, but you can be, you know, ethical. You can have good values, and that's what's difficult to find, obviously. Rather than impartiality or objectivity or... Well, objectivity, you sort of is better. Is more reasonable than impartiality, I'd say. But yeah, I don't know. You're right. It's just hard to find people who actually aren't paid for or intimidated into saying things or run out of their field because they say the wrong thing, or, you know, all of these kind of corrupt things. So this looks like a good start for Swackle. He's got a really nice raid on this side that's going to come through. He's got a bomber sneaking around, scout coming through at a nice time, and a raid coming this way. He's not stalling power, but he does need to build some more P-gens. And the wreck is being really defensive. Like 4 tanks parked in this expansion is not great. Especially when you look to the right and see that you're getting totally run over already on the right hand side. Like that's not a good use of units. And look, he just has 5 tanks here, and then the NG gets bombed. So that's nice play from Swackle. Not so great from the wreck. You really need to send these units across the map. It's like, look, no defenses here because you didn't send units across. Swackle literally sent them across, finds nothing in his way, and now he's in the back with two tanks, and you've done no damage. 3 kills for that bomber. This will get cleaned up, but I mean, there's potential for this engineer to die as well there, actually. So yeah, solid start from Swackle in terms of how he's used his units, but in terms of the build, I guess, well, now we have some counterattack potential. Wreck got wrecked. Yeah, but now he has he might have more factories now. We'll see. He's got 10. I mean, he doesn't have 10, but he will in a second. Swackle doesn't have 9, but he has 8 and a bit. Best way to do impartial journalism: to have a journalist with no experience in the field write articles based on 0 facts. Hey, that's most journalism. You just have a quota you have to fill. I need a story. It's like, well, I don't know anything about this field, and I have no time to research it either, so I'm just gonna write a load of bullshit. Telling the truth can be an easily corrupted profession. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, journalism was never about... That's the thing. It's like... There was no golden age where journalism was all about, you know, telling the truth. It's just gotten worse now, but it was never... It was never some kind of amazing profession where amazing people told the truth and all this stuff. It's always been what it is. It's just worse now, I think. And the veil is lifting. On a lot of things, actually. Yeah, exactly. We're more aware. We should get a caster with 3 games played on FAF Live for the epic impartiality. Well, it would be cool if you got a professional caster who'd never casted, who'd never really seen a FAF game and just see how they cast it. That'd be cool. Well, it looks like Rek has air control, but he's seriously lacking units. Where are all of his units? Well, they're all on the right side. He has no vision on the left. He has no PD here as well. There's an Inti scouting. And, fuck's sake. Okay, that was a good one. I wasn't ready for that, Thomas. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, Swackle's absolutely going to run over the left-hand side. ACU tries to fill the void, but he's too late. There's already... he's already rolling over the expansion. So many units have gotten past. That is an eyesore when you see those going past there. T2 land is up. T2 mech's coming. Another one on the way. The wreck in a tough spot. In a tough spot. Allowing all this attack here was brutal. Biased casters unite. Hey, no insurrectionists in my Christian live stream chat. Why is all this reclaim still here? Oops, that's free mass that's not been taken. Oh, hey, look, Swackle is the same. Come on. Come on. Come on, guys. Don't you know how this map works? Yeah, at least you've gotten all of this. That's quite nice. It is. It takes a little time to grab it. Still, people don't understand the you know, the whole, hey, I'm at T2 land now. I click 4 factories up to T2 immediately. Okay, Swackle kind of gets it. How many? Wait, let me see. How many T2 units does Swackle have out? Is this the first one? It is. I'm pretty sure that's the first T2 unit. So Swackle's got it down. T2 HQ is finished. Bang. 4. No, it's only 3. 3 factories upgrading to T2. Now, they don't have any adjacency, which is deplorable, but, you know. You can't have everything. Swackle has room to improve. Wouldn't be fair to take it. Well, war is not fair. Why are you under the impression that this is supposed to be fair? It's not fair if one person wins, is it? How's that fair? Somehow those tanks escape. Yeah, it looks like the wreck has never gotten these mexes at all, which is obviously a negative for him. Swackle now taking both of the plateaus on the sides of the map, giving him mexes and beautiful intel until he stalls power. And he's only halfway through his pigeon, so it's going to be a little bit painful here. Full mass bar, nearly 2k mass in the bank. Have to be sporting. Oh, okay. But you are killing his expansion on the right there. Is that fair? Is that sporting? I think not. I'm not the judge. I have no fudge. T2B. Actually, maybe the Sparky was the first thing out of that. No, probably not. Well, maybe, I don't know. There's a couple of Sparkies around, building PDs, as they are wont to do. TML. Oh man, TML is brutal on this map. I like how he has, well, he has one TMD. And now he's going T3 land already. Excuse me? Just gonna survive on PDs and these 3 factories, and then, I mean, when you're this far ahead, you can kind of, yeah, it's actually totally fair to just go T3 land. I think it's totally reasonable. I mean, you don't have a huge army, that's for sure. But the wreck is really far behind now, and doesn't look like he's in any position to do real damage. He has 1 support factory, you know. 2 more on the way, and those are going to be wasted investments once T3 land is on the field. Swackle is farming the 1800. That's what the 2Ks are there for, guys, to farm the 1800s until they can't farm them anymore. The only question is, when will they become unfarmable? Because most of them become unfarmable. Either they stop playing or they become 2K. That's really you have 2 options. TML, bang, there goes your T2 pigeon you worked so hard to build. This'll learn you. Get some frickin' TMD. React. Look, the pillar tried to bump the NG to make him wake up, and he didn't wake up in time. Now he wakes up. Sleep on the job. HQ is dead. Feels bad. When they buy your lessons. Yeah, true. Exactly. I could take the wreck to the promised land. But, you know, these guys are just not willing to pay for my advice. I mean, I do kind of give most of it out for free. It's not like there's Not really holding many seekers back. Aloha. Way too shit to benefit. I think I could help anyone improve at this game. Getting it for free. I mean, I'm not really giving him too much from this. Play better. True. Because, I have a lot of ideas that I can get across. At all levels of gameplay. That was a rough fight. This PD creep is quite nasty. Anyone under 1k should really just go watch guides until they're good. Well, I think I don't know. Wow, he's actually close. I probably have a kill loss of 0.3. It's 0.58. So that's about as bad as I had against Thomas earlier on. T3 land is up. Yeah, no, I mean if you're under 1k you can still benefit from, for sure. Like that's like the best time to get coaching is when you start. And let's see, you played 5 games, 10 games, 15 games, and then somebody's like, hey, this is what the game is about. And they're like, oh, okay. And then you just listen to them, and then you just instantly gain hundreds of rating points. Because it's a fucking cheat code to just, oh, okay, the game is about this. Cool. Thank you for informing me. I don't have to just figure this out. Brutal crush by Swackle. Not really sure what went wrong for the wreck there. I mean, he took so much damage that seemed totally unreasonable. Like, why did this attack get through? No radar and bizarrely no units on this side. ACU not covering it. Random damage over here. It's like, yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely a fair bit weaker than Swackle now. I wouldn't really agree with him that he could be 2k without 5x5 maps in the pool. I'm pretty sure that's not accurate at all, based on the second and third games we saw. Spirit upgrade. Toggle speed so it matches the speed of Roar Lab. Not sure. Adding toggles isn't generally... I don't know. Maybe. So you lose your first ladder game, you're not allowed to queue again until you've watched all the guides. Oh, whoops. Yeah, that would be pretty bad for everyone, I'd say. Best advice not to play Astro Gap. That's very, very important advice. Alright. I think that we are done here. So, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Click like, follow, hit the links and shit. And more vids coming soon, more streams. And that is that. Good night, Aaron. See you later, guys.